Benjamin is my name. Very grateful, very excited to be on here with you all. I grew up in the country of Jamaica. I became a medical doctor there. Soon afterwards, I left the field of medicine to be a business owner of an automobile business that I started back in the 90s. My wife and I did very well. We earned millions of dollars, US dollars. And we were able to, spread from Jamaica to Florida. We built a home there, and then we did some real estate investments in Florida. And then the real estate mortgage crisis happened to us in 2008. We didn't understand, how it would have affected us, and it pushed us into a financial valley. Thankfully for the network marketing industry, we got into the network marketing space in 2010 because of a friend of ours, and we were able to get ourselves back on our feet financially because of the industry. So I really highly value network marketing. I know a lot of people sometimes, have a challenge embracing the model and sharing good things with other people, and I understand why. Maybe talk a bit about that towards the end. But I really do believe that the more that we share good things with other people, the better the planet will be. And right now we're sharing something of extremely high value with everyone that's here. I consider getting to know about this a privilege. And I do not say that lightly. I'm saying that with all sincerity. And the reason is that, when it comes to having a better quality of life on the planet, right? Put a 1 in the chat if you believe that money is important to having a better quality life on the planet, right? Put a 1. I'm not saying it's the most important thing in the world, but I believe it ranks right up there with oxygen, right? When you do not have enough of it, you feel as if you're suffocating, right? Esther put a bunch of 1s, all right? Millie and Trevor, Esther as well, right? Who didn't put a 1 in the chat? I see a Bob, right? A bunch of people putting 1, Umu, a bunch of 1s, right? So it's very, very important. If you want to take care of your loved ones, you want to take care of your bills to be able to function effectively, you want to go on a vacation, you want to do various things, you have to have enough cash flow. One of the challenges with money is that most of us are guided towards using our time to generate money. Whether we're using it in the form of a job, or we may have a product, a business that we run and operate and sell products and services, and we generate money. That's how we're generally cultured. Most of us are not trained on how to use money to make money rather than using time to make money. When you use money to make money, ladies and gentlemen, it is much faster, more effective. To our aid today, we have technology to help us to speed up the process. Thankfully, in 2020, when the lockdown was on, I got introduced to Xtreamfx Global Academy. And Esther, when I started off as an affiliate. The main reason is that somebody showed me this chart, right, at the beginning of being exposed to trading the financial markets. And when I saw this chart, I felt very intimidated. All these buttons over here, I don't know about you, Esther, but all these buttons over here, the first time I saw this, I was thinking, when will I ever learn what these mean?
Yes.
Right. Well, when will I ever learn? I'm thinking, are they serious? And these numbers over here to the side, and these smaller numbers here, I couldn't even. And then I saw the guys doing things like doing this on it, and I couldn't figure out what in the world they were doing, why they were able to do that. So I felt overwhelmed. I felt intimidated. And but what my family, we needed to generate some money during the lockdown. And when you were locked down at home, you couldn't go out and do the things we normally do to generate money. So our income was very much curtailed. So we got into the affiliate side and started marketing this Forex Academy. It was a different name in 2020, but started marketing it. And we started earning commissions. We paid a little bit over $100 at the time to get registered. Currently, you could pay either $168 or $249 and get registered. And then you could start earning $500 a month, $1,000, $2,500 if you are willing to do the marketing. Now, some people will tell you up front, oh, I only want education. I do not like talking to other people. I do not want to do any marketing. And, fine, nothing wrong with that. And not getting on anybody's case about that. But the thing is that if some of us do not tell other people about it, how would we learn about good things? You know, if somebody doesn't open their mouth and do presentations and share information with other people, how would we know about the good things in life? So it's really important that we realize that without people who are willing to share, we wouldn't even have the good things that we have. And as a result, I think we have a responsibility to pay it forward to others, not just for the commissions that we stand to earn, but the responsibility, the moral responsibility that we have to share good things. And I commend you, Esther. You know, you're doing very well as a trader. You know, what's your best day in trading so far, in trading income? Esther, you there with me?
Yes. Are you asking me about what's my best day?
Yeah, since you got the technology, since you're invited to the Zoom and you got a chance to come and see the presentation, you heard about the Saftey trade technology, which we're going to talk about. I know you've started using. What's your best day on record so far?
6,600.
6,600 what?
US dollars.
Shillings, pounds, naira?
No. US dollars, US dollars.
US dollars, okay.
Yes, US dollars, yeah.
All right, I'm going to come back to that. I hope you guys heard that. I'm going to come back to that in a second. All right, so you're invited to the beginning of this is that you could get the education. You could simply register with us, pay $89 a month if you have a student ID, $99 a month if you don't, or $159 a month if you want to get Nadex and binary options added to it. And you'll get a very good education on how to trade the financial markets. It will take some time to learn to get to a stage of Esther where you understand, you know, pips, lot size, leverage, how to understand managing an account, practicing long enough to be able to be efficient and proficient. It will take you some time. Okay. Now, to our aid, the Saftey trade technology has come along to cut down the learning curve. Before the Saftey trade technology that Xtream now has, you would have to go to classes, watch videos, and you'd have to learn how to mark up this chart on the screen. Okay. And I'll tell you that, you know, for those who have ever used this chart, marking up this chart and putting in these lines to make money is no joke. Okay, it's great when you can trade and make money. It's more efficient than working a job. It's more efficient than running a traditional business, selling products and services. It's more efficient. But the time it's going to take you to learn how to do this and go through a learning curve for someone to answer your questions about this, it's significant. Okay, all right. So we do not have to go through this. You could forget about Fibonacci, forget about putting in these trend lines because you normally have to come here and put in one of these lines, right? And draw all these lines, and you know, you're gonna have to draw a bunch of lines to be able to figure out where things are going, and putting what they call channels and all sorts of stuff you have to do, and then come here and put in Fibonacci. And by the time you're done,
the market is gone.
And you feel even confused.
Yes.
All right, before you get to a point where you even understand how to use this stuff to make $1. So a lot of people give up. You know, Esther, you know, have you seen a lot of people start trading and give up along the way?
Yes, I was nearly giving up myself.
You were nearly giving up. Oh, I didn't know that.
In fact, trading, day trading, intraday trading, I had given up until I found this system. I was trading stocks and shares, options and stuff like that. So that's my line of trading. But this one I couldn't, and this is the best. The system has changed my life. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So here's how you know, I want us to get into the system, because I'm going to share the system with everyone, but I want to go back to this affiliate stuff. Right now, who's the person that invited you to be here?
Who,
Esther,
me?
who?
Oh,
Yeah,
Bright. Yes.
Okay, so just imagine, and I want you to think through this. Imagine if Bright, the way you've earned $6,500 in a single day, and it's not even 2 months, right? Since you bought this technology called the Saftey trade system, because the Saftey trade system, which costs $599 to enroll, for 1 year, you get a 1-year license. So, you know, she has it to use for a full year before she'll have to pay another $599. But you just heard her best day. Not only day, her best day is over $6,000, $6,600, right? And then $75 a month for what are called signals. So let me ask us this. If Bright didn't call you and tell you about this, what are the chances of you probably learning about this?
Very small, very slim chances of me getting to know if he didn't tell me.
If he
And
didn't tell you.
if he didn't tell me, and that's the reason why I reach out to especially as many people that need it as possible. So if I've invited you here, you know I care for you. Okay? That's why.
So one of the awesome things about trading, here's the thing, because I have some friends that I really applaud you, Esther. I'm not trying to, butter you up for you to sound nice and all of that, right? But I want to applaud you. And this is why I'm applauding you. There are two of my friends that I sold the safety trade to. All right. I won't call their names, won't ever say who they are. But so the first, one of them, I call him up and I say, hey, you bought it. How is it going? And he said, yeah, I was able to turn $700 to over $5,000 in my first 2 weeks of because he was trading before after using it. I said, wow, isn't that great? I said, yeah. So, are you ready to, invite some other people? Nah, not right now. Nah, I don't want to do that.
Wow, that's selfish.
Right? Oh, I'm glad you said it.
Very
So
selfish.
there's another friend of mine, and I sold him the safety trade product, and I reached out to him and I said, so what's going on? How is it going for you? He said, yeah, the first week, he started with $300, and then he got to 3,000, and then he made some mistakes. He went back down to I think 2,000, and then he's trying to just get himself clear so he could go back up. And I said, okay, why don't you, start inviting some people and come to the meeting that we do every day? So, I want to invite anybody. Guys, I believe there's more grace on your trading if you're willing to help other people to know about the system. All right. And one of the things that we're going to do, I'm going to do this, Esther. I'm going to, because I've become pretty good with it. Today I won 28 out of 31 of my trades. And these are not trades that came from, thank you. These are not trades that came from the
developer.
Yeah, these are not these trades. Okay, these are like ready-made trade ideas. Okay, this is me sitting down on NAS 100 and literally identifying the trades. Okay, I traded one USD JPY and SPX, 3 SPX or 2 SPX, and the rest were NAS. Okay, and I had I think it was about 62% gain on my capital.
Wow. Amazing.
All right, so here's the thing, guys. I'm willing to invest time in private sessions, answer people's questions, to help them to understand how to use this much better. But I'm only going to do it. I was talking to Bridget about it, but I'm only going to do it to those who are qualified as a tradesman or woman in our company. Okay? So, which means that private, this is not a that's not a presentation. This is where we just jump into this. We're going to do trading with you live. I'll take trades with you. I'll answer your questions, help you to understand this more clearly. But for me to do that, you'd have to be qualified in our company as a tradeswoman or a tradesman. What is that? You'd have to enroll at least 3 people into the company. Nobody's putting you under pressure to do it. So you don't have to do it. You don't have to come to our private training about the system with me, because I'm not the be all and end all of the system. But I do understand that when somebody already knows how to do something and we can learn from them, it speeds up the process of us learning. Okay. So all you have to do is to subscribe. You'd have to help 3 people to come and join us, be a part of the team, be a tradesman or woman. And then later on, you're going to end up being paid $500, $1,000, $2,000, and so forth, right? In fact, if you enroll at least 4 members as affiliates, you earn $100, which means that you'd have pretty much covered any subscription. You don't have to pay anything out of your pocket anymore. Some of us end up buying this technology from our commissions. No pressure on anybody, but I'm just putting that out there. Okay, that's one of the things I'm doing to add more value to what's already extremely valuable. All right, so let's get into the product. Let's get into what Esther used to make some money. But to be able to help us, I want to have one person who has never traded before. I know, guess what? I know some of you right now like tremble at the thought of inviting other people to join anything. And the reason you feel uncomfortable is because all of us have something called a reptilian brain, which is at the base of our skull at the back. And whenever we think from it, we become fearful. We do not want to share things. We're selfish. We only want to keep things to ourselves. Not everybody's frontal lobe, which is developed enough to think from our frontal lobe. When we think from our frontal lobe, it's very easy to share things. You find it joyful to share things. But whenever our frontal lobe is not fully developed, we think from our reptilian brain, and that's where we become a little, don't want to talk to anybody, don't want to tell anybody. It's just our reptilian brain that has the control. So you could Google, if you're struggling with that, just go to Google and search how to think from my frontal lobe. All right, I'm a medical doctor by training, guys. I'm not trying to just throw this out there just loosely. Just go Google how to think from your frontal lobe, and you'll be able to overcome a lot of the fears that you have about stuff, including sharing good things with other people. All right, so let me find one person who has never traded. All right, there's a D.A. Smith. Okay, D.A. Smith, have you ever traded, D.A.? If you have never traded, that would be awesome. All right, and I see we have.
Yeah. I've done some way back when.
Okay, so you're not really a
but
trader,
like about 12 years ago.
Okay, so you probably forgotten everything about trading.
No.
All right, that's nice. All right,
Exactly.
so do you mind staying unmuted with us and just looking at this?
Okay.
All right, thank you. Which country are you streaming from?
Jamaica.
Awesome. I'm from Jamaica. You probably could tell, right?
Okay, yeah.
All right, I'm in Houston right now. All right, so so if you join us, you could join us as an affiliate, or you could join us as a student. No pressure to join as an affiliate. I'm an affiliate, but no pressure. You could join as a student only if you like. Because you have not traded in a long time, I'd recommend that if you do want to join us, get one of these packages, maybe the one for $99 a month. But it would be better to just pay the $168, an extra $69 for the year, be an affiliate, and enjoy all the benefits of a student. And then either immediately or later on, you could get the Saftey Trade product. All right. Now let's look at the Saftey Trade product. Okay. Once you've purchased it, it has two pieces to it. $599 changes your MT4 to not look like this kind of bare bones, to now look like this really beautiful red and green color scheme that we're showing here, along with these red arrows and these green arrows and this blue line and this red line, which have tremendous value. Okay. All right. Tremendous value. Okay. All right. So let's go now to understanding how to use it from a basic level. There's basic, intermediate, and advanced levels to this technology, but the basic level can earn us a lot of money. Okay. Are you there? DA. What does the DA stand for?
Yes, I am. I'm listening.
What does the DA stand for?
Duhaney Alexander.
Which one do you want me to call
you? Duhaney Alexander.
Yeah, which one do you prefer?
Duhaney.
Duhaney. Okay. All right. Duhaney. All right. So Duhaney.
Duhaney is good.
Duhaney. All right. Yeah. Okay, I'll call you Duhaney. All right. I hope I'm saying it properly. Right. Okay, cool. So here's it.
All
right, thanks. All right, so here's how to identify a trade. Firstly, everybody who's relatively new to trading, on the left side here where these numbers and letters are, if you right click into this space, you click the word symbols, this symbols right here gives you access to the world's financial markets. There's 7 trillion. Somebody type trillion with a T in the chat for me. T trillion. Right, so you could trade currency pairs, Australian, US dollar. Would you like to stay at home, trade US dollar, Japanese yen, and make some money?
Sure.
What about indices like NAS 100, S&P 500? Would you like to do that?
Maybe secondary, but definitely the Forex.
The Forex. Okay, all right, cool. All right, what about oil?
Hello.
What about oil? Would you like to trade oil as an index?
No, I
prefer Forex pairs. All right. What about metals like gold and silver and stuff like that?
Well, I've heard gold. I've heard about the volatility, So, but of course, definitely once the system works.
Okay, so you mentioned volatility. All right. What about stocks like Amazon, Google, Ford, Bank of America, Citibank? Would you like to trade those stocks and make money as well?
Definitely.
All right. Awesome. So you mentioned volatility. So volatility really means, whenever the asset is moving really fast, it's very uncomfortable to try to trade and make money. All right. when the asset is moving very fast. All right. So
Yeah.
here we have this asset here going up and down. All right, let's go here. Let's go right here, right here. Okay. All right. Let me start. Let me go, let me go back to the beginning of the day. Let me go back to the beginning of the day. All right. So one of the challenges, Duhaney, is trying to figure out when is it going up and when is it going down, so that you can take a trade, right? Because if it's going up, you could take what's called a buy. If it's going down, you could take what's called a sell, right? Okay. So here we have the market going up. If it's going up and you enter a buy and it turns back and you go down, you lose your money. Is that correct?
Yes, ordinarily.
All right. If you take a sell, right, like here, you took a sell, it looks like it's going down, so you try to get a sell, and by the time you enter the sell, it starts going back up, you lose your money. So there's high value in knowing when it's going down and when it's going up. That's basically what we need to know. And this technology, designed by a gentleman, gentleman is great, because what he has done is made the whole idea of trading very simple and easy for a beginner to use the technology. It was made for a sister that suffers from epilepsy, and so it was not even designed as a product. He became a successful trader after about 5.5 years, and now you and I have this technology. So this morning, before session, so let's say at 6, 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. in the morning Eastern time, you had this technology, right? Let's just go right here. And it doesn't really matter what the asset is, because all assets have a chart. So regardless of the asset that we evaluate, the chart is going to look similar, all right? So whether it's a currency pair, whether it's metals like gold, silver, whether it's oil, it doesn't matter what we put on the screen, the chart is going to have these up and down movements, okay? All right, so let's see if you could identify a trade using the system, all right? Let's start here. The first thing that we're going to notice is this red line going up and down, all right? Do you see this red line moving up and down here?
Yes, I am.
All right, wonderful. Okay, good. These above here, what are these called? These red and green things, what are they called? Do you remember what they're called?
Candlesticks.
Wonderful. So do you agree that before this red arrow came on the screen, this red arrow, the candlesticks were above this red line?
Okay, yes.
Yes. Okay, so those are the first two things, all right? So you'd be moving along the day, you notice the candlesticks are above this red line, then you saw the red arrow pop up on the screen. That's the first two things. One, the price was above the red line. Two, the red arrow popped up. Three, the third thing you need to wait on is for all of these 5 indicators, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, to be the same color. Are all of these 5 indicators the same color down here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are they the same color?
2 different colors.
Okay, thank you. All right, so moving along. Are they the same color now?
Yes.
All right, red. So the challenge is that we don't want to go ahead and put in a trade for a sell and it turns back and starts to buy on us. So we need to wait on the fourth thing, 1, 2, 3, 4. The fourth thing from the bottom is that we need to wait until this red area turns green. All right, so we're waiting. A minute passes, minutes passing by, minutes, but whoa, look, those gaps are up. But here it is. Do you see where it turns green now? Do you see where? Okay, good. Now, for those who are advanced traders, intermediate level traders, these gaps between the yellow line and the red all represent opportunities for entry, okay? All right, for a sell. So you wouldn't, intermediate level people on the journey this way, there are opportunities to enter to win a trade, okay? But we won't get into that during this session. This is introductory. But for those who are here and trying to figure out if you need this or should get the system, these gaps are going to help you to put some trades, okay? And take advantage of entries on the way down, okay? So you would not have to wait until this, which is the safest trade for a beginner. This red, green, red is the safest trade. Not only trade, the safest trade. All right, so when this happens for the first time, which it has now happened, you're going to put in what's called a sell stop. A sell stop is a great way of trading because a sell stop will only activate if the market turns around and comes back down to where you set your entry. You're going to be trained on where to put your entry point somewhere below this line. So let's say for practice here, we'll put our entry down here. So this reddish pink line is your entry. Beginners should try to win 1 to 3 pips. 1 to 3 pips on NAS, depending on the time of the day, would be about this. 1 to 3 pips. This could even be 10 pips on NAS, depending on the time of the day. Okay, if it's NAS. Some other assets, you'd have to have it much wider than that. But with practice, you'll learn that. So let's see if this market went ahead and gave you 3 pips. All right, let's see. Let's see. Did you win that trade, Duhane? Are you there, Duhane? Okay.
I think he's either muted or something. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Duhane, are you muted? Are you back? Okay. Unmute if you're still there.
Hello.
He's unmuted.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, you're back now. All right, great. Yeah. So did you win that trade if you took that trade with us? Did you win that trade?
My internet is spotty, so I'm not hearing you. Sorry about that.
That's all right. That's all right. You know, we all have internet issues over the world. But yeah, so did you win this trade? After this green blob came up, it was going up, it turned back around, came back down, went through your entry and went to your profit line. So would this have been a winning trade?
Yes.
Great. So that's trade number 1 that you would have won if you had the system. Let's go on again. Do you see the same thing happen again here, where it went, the market was going back up, you see it going back up, right? After it went down, started going back, these green candles went up, 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 up. You got another green blob. You could have put in another entry just below the line, another 1 to 3 pips, right? Did you win that trade as well? Did you win that trade?
Yeah.
Did it come back down and you won that trade? Yes, that's the second one, right? Let's go on again. Let's go on again and see what happens. Everything is red. Market is doing what it's doing. And you see another blob of green. Can you see that blob of green?
Yes, I can.
When you get to the second and third one, you should be a little careful, right? The first one is perfect, but the second and third one needs some level of experience. But let's see if the trade won on the second one. It turned around, it went way up, okay? Went way up after here, so the profit here would have been very small. If you didn't take your profit out, it would have most likely hit your stop loss. Your stop loss would have been here. But you could see the trade eventually came down on one, right? It was what they call a dirty sell. This red turned to green. Beginners should not take that trade. Once you see this red change to green, you should not be in that trade, all right? You should not be in that trade, just so you're aware, okay? But experts know how to take that trade, and that was clearly a win, okay? All right, that's what, 3, we've gone 3 so far, right? Okay, and then we're going along, everything is still red, it turns green. Are you starting to get the hang of this, Duhane?
Yes, I can. Yes, I am.
Is this a pretty simple system to use?
Yes.
Yeah,
Just one
right. It's just colors. It's just colors and waiting on the trades to develop. Okay. All right. Now there's some other dynamics at play. Everything turns to green. When everything turns to green, now we're looking for buys. Okay. So everything here was green, 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 red, green. And instead of looking for a sell, you'd be looking for a buy. Okay. So you'd be turning things around and you'd be going for a buy. This didn't buy up. It sold down. It changed back to red. So you start looking for sells again. You see this turn red. Another one. Every time you see this pattern, are you seeing a repeat happening here? Red, 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 green, red. Can you see that?
Yes, I can.
It went down, right? Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that wonderful that we have something we could rely on that's consistent? Red, 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 green, red. Every time you see that pattern, you know that there's going to be a sell. Look at that. Look at that. Let's see if we find any buys. Did we get any buys today on that? Okay, yeah, we did. All right, so here's green, right? Green, 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 green. Everything is now green. Can you see that, Duhane?
Yes, I can.
Can you see this green arrow over here?
Yes.
Did you notice that the price is below the red line before the green arrow?
Okay.
Right. Okay, I know. And then you waited for everything to turn red. Is everything, sorry, not everything. We waited for the fourth one from the bottom to turn red. Green, 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 red, green. Do you see that?
Yes.
All right, great. So we'll be putting in an entry. Where are my lines? Let me grab. I put them. Okay, here we go. All right. So, okay, these beautiful lines. All right. So when this happens, right. Just kind of reusing these lines so don't lose them. Okay, so this happened, right? So what we do is above the line, you're gonna put your entry. The first line is your entry, and the second one represents where you'll take profit for a beginner. Okay, so let's see if you won that trade. Did you win that buy trade?
Yes.
Yes. How many trades have you won so far, Dehaney? And you're
A few.
all right, let's go again. Right now, when it's in real action, there's some dynamics at play that could cause you to lose some trades. You could put in your entry at the wrong place, and there's some other things to look for and stuff like that. But you need some, further instruction to understand that, right? But you could see every time you see this pattern, here it is again, green, 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 red, green. Okay, can you see that there's another winning trade right here? Can you see that? Right? It's a buy. Okay.
Yes, I can.
Yeah. So over and over again, there are opportunities. Here's a bunch of them. Okay, as the day is coming to a close. Green, 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 red, green. Right? You see it came down. If you put your entry just above here, okay, you could see that, right? You could see that. That's another winning trade. It happened back to back 4 times. Now, this one, last one, guys, you have to be very careful when it comes to the end of the day, right? Which is the day is kind of closing off now, right? You have to be very careful because not just the end of the day, but once you get to here, find a reversal point. So I could emphasize my point. All right, so you see the pattern, but it reverses on you. Okay, you see the pattern like here. Okay, here it was that's not a clean one. I'm trying to find one where it reverses. Okay, here. So green, 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 red, green. So if you put in a trade here and you do not close it very quickly, the market reversed on you. See, the market reversed. So here we need some extra training, which is one of the things why I said I'm going to invest some time so that you don't get caught in putting in a trade here. It puts you into the trade and then it goes down and hits your stop loss, which would have been here. All right, there's some ways to avoid that, but we need more detailed training on Q&A, and this is not the session for that. All right. Okay, I'm done with this. So this is amazing, man. Simple. All right, let's go now to look at the go to the end of this chart. And then for those busy people, I know some of us on here are very busy, we do not have the time to go through this chart the way I did, then I would recommend that you do the 1 hour trades, right? 1 hour trades, you put the 4 hour chart on the left, Duhaney, or anyone else who wants to do that, 1 hour chart on the right. So let's just go ahead and do this, right? So 1 hour chart, if you look at the 1 hour chart, this right here, these are 1 hour charts, right? So here, these candlesticks takes a full 1 hour to develop. So unlike the 1 minute chart, if to change this to the 1 minute chart, we'll see every minute you're gonna see one of these pop on the screen. Or you might sometimes you go up and down. Let me switch to maybe BTC USD. Sometimes that is a lot more active. Right? So you may see this going up and down, up and down, up and down. You could see that going up and down on a 1 minute chart. With a 1 hour chart, you won't see them coming up and down like that because it takes a full hour for a new candle to be put on the screen. So here's the great thing about 1 hour trades. For those who are very busy, you may not have the time to be on a chart like myself, right? Or some others. And you therefore can put in these 1 hour trades. So for example, here, change this to 1 hour. Here you could see, Duhaney, could you see this pattern? Right here, right? Could you see the green, 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 red, green, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So you would have put in an entry. You could have got the message in the morning. You put an entry here. All right. Oh, sorry. Bye. Okay, so you put an entry above the line. You're right. So you put an entry above the line. And you could see clearly that the market bought up, right? So you'd have one from here to here, 66 points. From here to here, okay, 66 points. This would have taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, about 12 hours. All right, so this pretty much, if you put this in the morning, for example, you could check it a couple times throughout the day. and there's some strategies to adjust your profits so that you lock in what's called lock-in profits. So once this comes above this line, you could put another line just below here, and the profit between this bottom line right here is locked in. When you're going about your business, you're having lunch. If it reverses, you'd have one. When it goes up a little higher, you shift the line up more, you'll lock in more, and you shift it up more until you lock in. So by the time it reverses here, you'd have made a profit between here and here, which would have taken about maybe 6 or 7 hours. But you'd have had the system to tell you when to put the trade in. You put the trade in, set it, and go on about your business. You put your stop loss down here below this hook, right? And just allow for the trade to develop. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, if you want 66 points and you earn $1 per point, right? How much would you earn, Duhaney? How much would you earn? If you $1 per point, 66 points, how much would you earn on this trade? Are you with me? Did you go muted again? Or maybe internet, right? How much? Anybody else could put the answer. How much is that? 66 points. 66, right? Thank you. All right. And then here's another one. Green, green, red, green. Okay, you see, it happened here. Here's another one. The win on this was 71 points. How much would you earn at $1 per point and 71 points? How much?
71.
Yeah. What if it's $10 per point? How much would the person earn?
710.
And look how many hours is this? How many hours did this trade take, Esther? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many hours is that?
5 hours.
5 hours, right? Some people work for an entire month and they do not earn $710 in some countries. In some countries, as their salary. I know that happens in Africa a lot. So, guys, we have a major opportunity to change a lot of people's lives by helping people to become aware of this technology. Because a lot of trading is not easy, guys. And look at this one, Duhaney. Are you back, Duhaney?
Yes, I'm back.
Right. Look at this trade. All right. In fact, I'm gonna drop this down to the 30-minute time frame because that's the time frame it was called out on. All right. So you have the system and you check the time frame on this asset. Green, green, red, green. What type of trade is that, Duhaney?
That would be a buy.
A buy. All right. So you put in a buy entry. Let's do it as if it was happening real time. So you put in your buy entry right above this line. Okay. Right above this line. And you're waiting for it to turn around and activate. Okay. And then look at what happened. Now, beginners would have taken 1 to 3 pips off this trade. Intermediate level people, you'd open 2 trades here. 2 trades at this point. The first trade, you close it down anywhere from 2 to 20 pips, right? The second one, you're going to leave it open and allow it to run and then adjust your stop loss. Your stop loss should have been down here. And then once it starts to go into profit, you could put your stop profit up here. And then when it gets up higher, you could put your stop profit up here. When it gets up higher, you could put your stop profit up here. When it gets up higher, you could put your stop profit up here, right? And you could even move it up to here when it gets all the way up to here. And I see it didn't come that close. And you could see this went up all the way up to here, right? Which would have given you an opportunity to maybe for it to turn around and tap you out here. Okay, so if we were to measure this win, from here to here, that's 422 points on one trade. One trade. Now, Duhaney, if you made $10 per point on this one trade, which happened last week, because we could even count these days. It happened last week, I think last week. I remember it was Wednesday, right? If you earned $10 per point on this, how much would you earn, Duhaney?
Over $4,000.
Yes, on one trade. One trade. No, no, this took literally about a day from right here to up here is 24 hours. Would that be amazing multiple times over, Esther?
I read it. This is what I like. Like now I'm awake now. I can't even sleep. The more you talk about this, the more I get excited.
This is such a blessing because to have this type of data to give us this simple, clear way to put in a trade. It's so simple that we can only complicate it. It's so simple. Red, 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 green, red. just wait on the right setup. So let's say, you know what, you say you don't have the time to be on the chart, then go to the scanner. You know, Esther, you want to talk us through what you did with the scanner? Because I know you have devoured this.
I got the scanner, I got it all. Basically, what you do is looking at the scanner, it will light up whenever there is, like, let's say, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm listening.
Yes, there is a trade signal that will light up. Like now, AUD card is showing 5 minutes. Just now, it's just showing you that. And what you do is saying it's buying. Green is buying. The arrow that is showing, the star is showing you is new. So we go to the charts now, and then we check whether they line up according to the training. And then you know you are ready to enter, where to enter, and then you do it. That's it. AUD card.
AUD card. Okay.
AUD
Okay.
card,
AUD
yes,
card.
please. Yeah.
AUD card. Thank you.
And it's a buy, and it's 5 minutes.
All right. So we put the 5 minute here. But
Yes.
what you should do really is put the 15 minutes on the left and put the
Mhm.
5 minutes on the right. Okay,
Yes.
that's what you should do. Okay, AUD card. Here, put it over here. Okay, so what does it say down here? What type of trade is this?
It's a buy.
Yeah, right. The
Mhm.
system told us that.
Yes.
How would you know that AUD card had come down below this area and it's getting ready to go back up if you didn't have this system to tell you that? Then you put in your order just above the line. Okay, 5 minute trades take a little bit longer, but we're going to put it here. You know, you go for 1 to 3 pips. Okay, depending on your account size, you could adjust what's called your lot size, and which means you earn more money per point. Okay, so you could still win from here to here, earn $3, $30, $300, or $3,000, depending on how much money you have in that transaction. All right, everybody here has licensed brokers in your country. If you're wondering how you get access to the financial markets, and how do you put in a trade? Very simple, right? Click this box, click trading, click new order, and then you click either pending order, right? So you go for buy stop. In this case, it would be a buy stop, and then you'd be putting in, and I'm going to put this trade in.
Yeah.
But this is too late now, but I'm going to leave it there. All right, so I put this trade in. These are 10-cent trades, right? I don't mind. 10 cents, no big deal. Right? I put in 0.01 lot size on it, right? And then I come here and then wait for this to come up, put my entry, move that. All right, put my, come behave yourself. Drag this a little closer to there and just wait. All right, just wait. All right, we'll eventually push up. And the way I trade my trades, you know, I will open my phone now, and I'm going to look to see when it's in profit. When it's in profit, I'll drag this, put this down here as my stop loss, and then I leave it open to see if it's going up pretty aggressively. If it's going up aggressively, then I will determine if I'm going to close it early, or I would sometimes allow it to run up and then adjust my stop loss to just above my entry point so that it could keep going up, and then I start pushing my stop loss up behind the trade. Okay, this is just some little tips, but those are things they're going to cover when we get into our private group sessions for helping people who have the technology. But my personal condition for my time being invested with you to help you to build your trading account is that you're helping us to build a network. Okay, you know, because we don't build a network because we should build it. We build it because it's the right thing to do. We don't build it because you need to build it to make money, but the right thing to do is to help other people to know about this. Because if Bright did not tell Esther about this, you know, $6,500 in an hour and a half. It took you 90 minutes to earn that $6,500, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, come on. So, you know, we need more Brights, more Esthers in the world, more Umus, you know, more Bridgets, you know, and everyone on the line who's inviting other people. You know, we should grow this number of people on the Zoom to 100 very quickly because it's the right thing to do. Not just because you're going to earn a lot of money, but it's the right thing to do. You know, other people who are out there dealing with one financial challenge or the other, a health challenge, they can't work. You know, so many different challenges. They could purchase this, learn how to use it, and end money problems in their lives, right? It doesn't end all problems, but money problems going away is a good thing, all right? So with that said, okay, so I have a 5 minute trade. This might go over into I'm gonna put this because if they dance this over the closure, let's read this number properly. 0.87294. Right? I'm gonna put 284. Pay attention to what's going on. All right, so this is 2 pips, right? Right here to right here is 2 pips. Okay, so this comes around. If I'm not paying attention and it shoots up, then 2 pips would have been 1. All right. All right, guys. Any questions for anybody? Any questions for everybody? All right. This is such a wonderful system. Such a wonderful system.
I'm Doc.
Yes.
Stephen here. Can you split the screen on a laptop, or you have to have a curve to do that? Can you get more than one chart on a laptop?
More than one what?
Chart, like you have the 1 minute and the 5 minute line up together. Can you get that vertical?
Yeah,
on
you could have 4. You could have 6.
Can have
right?
one.
Yeah.
But I've been trying it on my laptop and I can't get it work. I don't know. Where do you go?
This button, this one.
Yeah, and then what next?
Just click it, and it will split your screen.
I've been trying it. It's not working for me. I don't know why.
All right. The next thing you could do is just like grab one of these, minimize it like this. All right.
New safety train alert. New safety train
Minimize it
alert.
like this, right? And in this open space, grab this and drop it here. It gives you another one.
New safety
And then
train
you could
alert.
minimize that. You see? And then you could drag this now and open it up further. All right, so you could do it that way, kind of
New
manually.
safety train alert.
And you could drag another one and drop another one here in this blank space.
You mean drag the same asset pair?
No, it doesn't matter which asset pair. Doesn't matter, because once the screen is open, you can change one asset pair to anything. You could change it into. Okay, is that clear? Is that clear now?
Yeah, so just drag them over and then you go to
New safety train alert. New safety
Yeah, so each time you drag on, you need a blank space to drag a new one on. So you need this blank empty space.
Right.
So if you have only one on the screen like this,
Yeah.
you have to come up here, minimize it here. You could minimize it here, or you could drop it. You could close this window here that way, and then you have a blank space.
Okay. All
right.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
One more thing. When you click on the other method, when you click on the box up here on the icon, is there any other option you're supposed to go to? The one on the top, beside those plus and minus. Beside the plus and minus, yeah, right.
Here?
Yeah, no, right, no, right. Click on that. Is there any other thing inside there you're supposed to touch, like arrange windows, blah 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 blah? When you click on that, let me see something.
Well, I clicked on it. I see it gave me 5 screens. But this is stuff you just have to play around with, and as you play around with, you'll get kind of used to it, and start to figure out what to do and what not to do.
New safety trade alert.
Because you just split my screen into a bunch of different stuff.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, Stephen. Rock and roll, my brother. Let's make some serious money, man. Oh, here's 2 others down here. All right, let me close all of those and I'll set myself back up, because man, I'm getting ready to rock tonight again into tomorrow.
Have you ever tried Instacoins?
No, I've never mentioned that. All right, any questions from anyone else? The scanner, guys, the scanner is so amazing. Esther mentioned it. Here's 2 other trades the scanner call out: USD Chef, XAG USD. Guys, these are other opportunities. So you could sit down for an hour and a half and just, when the scanner sends the messages, sometimes you get like 10 at one time. So you have to just pick 1 or 2. But here's one, USD Chef. You could see that's on the 1 minute. The 1 minutes tend to go a little bit faster. It's probably already done. Let's go ahead and put it on here. And let's see what's going on with that. All right. I'll go back to my trader a second. So 1 minute, at the end of the day, you see this, it's just up and down, up and down. But you could see that this was a winning trade, right? All right, here you could see where it went up, red, green, red, right? Just like the system said, and then started selling down already. You could see that, right? You could see that it went up, right, and turned around. Delaney, could you see that? Stephen, could you see that? So this was a winning trade. The system just
I did. Yeah.
Right. So you could see that the candle is still moving. And this is towards the end of the day. You know, I've been able to win trades in the evening, 7 p.m., 9 p.m., when people say, no, you can't trade at that time. I've been able to win trades 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock in the night. I've been able to win trades, 1, 2 a.m. in the morning. I've been able to win a bunch of trades 7 to 10 o'clock in the day. All right, so this is going to go through close. All right, this looks like it's not going to move until after open. But guys, this is just so easy if you do it the right way. Now, fine, can you lose trades? Yes, I've lost trades. Okay, we can get greedy. I've have in the past, and you go after trades you shouldn't go after. You'll see so many opportunities that sometimes you put yourself in just trades. Sometimes you enter trades too early. Sometimes you exit too early. There's just different things that we do to ourselves. But the system itself, 99% accurate on the trades that it calls out. And it's just the discipline that we need to cultivate to simply stick with the rules of how to use the system. And once we do that, guys, you're gone. You're gone, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so the broker affiliated with Duran, is that Duran? Right?
Yeah,
Duran.
Sredrana. Yeah, Sredrana.
Sedrana.
Yeah.
All right, Sedrana. Okay, the broker that we're affiliated with, we're not affiliated with a broker. You could choose any broker that you want, right? You could choose any broker you want. So you can trade with any broker, but in setting up the technology on your laptop, you have to use either Hugo's Way or Xtreamfx.com. Either one of those two, Hugo'sWay.com or Xtreamfx, any one of those two brokers to set up the technology. The technology is designed to work with that on the laptop, but you could trade with any broker. You're not restricted to use a broker based on this technology. All right, you're free to use any broker in the world you're comfortable with. Thank you for that question. Anyone else? All right, I think we're good to grow. Tomorrow, Friday, we do not have a presentation, everyone. Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern, Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern. 4 p.m. is 9 p.m. in the UK, Nigeria, and also Sunday, 5 p.m. in the US, 10 p.m. in the night. Guys, let's invite as many people as we can to come and see what's going on. This is information that we should share with others. Sharing is caring, and that is literal. Those of us who invest our time to do this and to share this with others, sincerely, guys, we can make a lot more money just simply trading. But I think it's unfair for somebody to tell me about this and for me to buy, keep my mouth shut, do not tell anybody about it, make a bunch of money for myself and my family, and never tell anyone else. I don't think that's fair, right?
That's
So I think we have a moral responsibility to invite as many people as we can so that they can come and see it for themselves. After that, it's on them if they choose not to get this for themselves. But this is an efficient way. I mean, I could sit down and see patients for money. I'm trained to do that, do cesarean sections and all that good stuff. And I'm grateful that I have this technology where I can right-click, click trading. I do not have to run out and get a job, or run a traditional business. And as you saw me putting a trade down here, right? Saw me, I put in a bunch, see, it's gingerly making its way up in my direction, right? Okay, and what time is it? Right? 10 minutes to, okay, 2 minutes to market close. 2 minutes to market close. Oh, it's almost put me in. Let me see if I can come a little bit close. It won't allow me to. Right? So 2 minutes to market close. I bet you that when I come back from market close, it's gonna rifle through. No, it's not gonna let me. It's gonna rifle through here all the way up to here, right?
Mhm.
Okay, we'll check out tomorrow. And then I wanted to check something for was it Millie that was here yesterday? I was showing you guys something on NAS that I was doing. Let's go back to it. 1 minute. Right? I was telling you I close some of the things that they do, right? Some of the things that they do. Okay. Because each one helps one, all right? We're going to help one another. We're going to, hold each other's hand in this process, guys, and help each other to do well with this technology, right? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Am I on NAS? Yes, I am. Okay, I was hoping to find that and show it to you. Okay, no, it's not on this chart. It's on this chart. Hopefully, I'll find it because I marked it.
That's USD CHF.
Okay, thank you. Your eyes are very sharp. You know what? That's one of the mistakes I made. I put in a trade on the wrong thing. I
Yes,
think
yes, yes.
I'm on one chart, and I'm really looking at a different one, right? Stand on here. Maybe I close the chart. Maybe I was going to show you that thing I pointed out yesterday, but I think I could still. It's right here. You could see it. Where is it? When market opened yesterday, last night. All right. Let's change this down to 15 minute. We'll find where market opened. 5 minute. All right, where market opened. All right, it was kind of like this, somewhere here. I'm trying to find it for you.
Nas is in a buying state now.
Nas, yeah. So not 2 minutes before. What time is it? Am I going to be able to put it in? Nah,
Because
wait.
I use TradingView as well, and I have my arrow showing an upward trend.
Yeah. So what happened is that, like right now, I missed the opportunity to do it, right? But what I would have done, I would have put an entry, a buy stop right here.
Yeah.
And then I'd go for like 4 or 5 pips here. And what happens is that the broker, when it's buying up like this gap you see here, when it opens back, you're going to see a gap. You may see a gap. Doesn't always happen, but you may see a gap. So that means that you could have won this trade during the close session.
Yeah.
Okay. Like yesterday.
And it's still showing buying strength at the end of the close of the day.
Yeah, it's gonna buy up, man. It's gonna buy. Here it is. Here's this. Where did it happen? Trying to find it. Right here. So the market closed right here. Okay, the market closed right here yesterday, and I put in an order. But Millie, you might remember this. I put in an order just above here. Millie, are you there?
Nas is my baby. I love Nas.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Okay. You remember Millie? Right?
Yes, I do.
Now,
Yeah.
Yeah, you see it went up just above, right? That point, right? In fact, I fell asleep just before and I didn't get a chance to. By the time I came back, it had gone into my area and come back down. I ended up closing it down here, so I closed that trade off a loss. But and it was really because I fell asleep on it. But anyway, that's another story. We came on and we just won a bunch of trades. Yeah, it went back up. So I didn't have to, but I closed it here because
it hit your stop loss, yeah?
Yeah, you have to limit what you're gonna put into a trade, which I did. So rather than
what chart is that? What chart is that?
This is 1 minute. So rather than waiting for it to bounce back, I've gotten out of that habit. That's a bad habit.
Based on your experience, what's the best minute to trade, Nas?
No, it's not best. It's what you prefer, because you can make money from 1 minute all the way to day trades.
Okay.
So let's look at this day trade. Look at this day trade. These are 1 day candles. All right. So green, red, right? So this is a 1 day.
Yeah.
Each candle is a day. So if you put in an order here, this takes a full 24 hours, and you'd have won 265 pips on this one transaction.
$100, so you're good.
Yeah, okay. You get it now.
I know,
right? Here's another move. So
that's why I buy the system. That's why I buy the system. I love
exactly.
No many guesswork anymore.
No, forget 1, 2, 3, 4. Worry no more, as Bridget would say. Here's a day trade, but this one is a intermediate level advanced because down here is still red, but this is still a good entry for a day trade. And look how many pips that won. Let's count how many pips that won. That day trade won 3,675 points.
Oh my God.
Just imagine that. Don't use $1,000. Just use $100. Yeah.
Amazing.
So I'm telling you, you guys, some of you are going to
more than I pay for 6 months.
Exactly, my brother. So here's the thing: some of you are going to take $100 and turn it into $5,000 in a very short time. I'm
Yep.
telling you. Right? So you're going to learn how to use this properly, practice with it properly. You're going to be able to take to use this system and double $100 in a day, $200 to $400 in a day is very, I wouldn't want to use the word easy, but it's clear if you do it properly. Once you do it properly, you don't mess around, doing stuff you shouldn't
Patience
do.
and patience. Wait for the right time and the right signal.
Wait for the right setup, setup. Okay, so wait for these colors to align like this. Red, 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 green, red. Be patient. Wait for the setup, put your order in, and allow it to manifest. Okay? Just be patient. Right?
Doc,
yes, go ahead.
can I just say also, everyone has to remember, for those of us who bought the system, $599 is annual, a whole year's worth of all this. So you paid $599, and I can tell you, you can pay that back within a day.
A day?
If you are slow, a week, you
day?
can pay that, yes. A whole year system, you got it in your hands, and you can manufacture, create money easily. So
exactly. So instead of working for it, right? So instead of getting up every day to go and work for money, you could generate money here and then go out and do what you love to do. You go and serve, at a particular place or in a particular area, not because you need the money from that service, but because that's what you love doing. Whether it's a doctor, it's an engineer, it's as a lawyer, you can serve and be free of tying your service to money. So that way you're not
have time with your children, like me with my grandson. Yes, I'm so excited.
yes. yes. So this is how we're going to help more and more of us to become time free, right? We're going to free up our time and no longer, be in the process of being enslaved by money. Because here's the thing, guys, if you have to work for money, you're enslaved by it. That's just the nature of it. If you
well, Doc, I have something better. Most of us, like me, as an accountant for many years, I've leveraged so many time for companies, working Sunday to Sundays, reconciling, balancing, and spending all these number of hours. Now I can devote my time to this in less hours and make more than what I've been making.
Exactly. That's it.
Because I'm leveraging now I'm leveraging my time for myself, using less hours.
Yes.
Maximizing on that dollar. In a 7.8 trillion market.
Technology, my brother, giving us access to it. Remember everyone, click symbols, right? Click here, click the word symbols. This white box with these green dots here, this is $7 trillion per day. Understand it. There are people who are taking out of this box. There are people who are removing $1 million in a day from this box. Understand it. All right, this is not rocket science. Okay, these trades that we just showed you, 500 points on a trade that I shared with you not too long ago. 500 points, right? 500 points. Okay, 500 points. Let me go back to that. 500 points, right? 500 points from here to up here. 500 points. $10 per point, that's $5,000. $100 per point, that's $50,000. Some of you are going to earn $50,000 on a trade. It's already happening.
Some people 5 million.
Yes, yesterday someone using the system did $31,000 in 2.5 hours. Okay, I saw it. 31,000. So understand, guys, we're not here to hype or make it sound better than it is, because this is what it is. And we're entitled to that. We're entitled to earn as much money as we desire. Right?
One more thing, Doc.
To do what we want to do. Go ahead.
Yeah, I have a question for you, Doc. I heard people talking about the sniper. What advantages does the sniper gives us over this?
Okay, take your time with this first, because if you don't understand this, jumping to the sniper is going to be like bucking your toe.
Oh, okay.
I'm tripping now. So when you
master this first. Master this first.
If you don't get this basic, the sniper is an overlay on top of this. So if you don't have this, if you haven't gone through practicing and using this, and you're trying to jump into the sniper, you will buck your toe.
In my opinion, you actually don't need the sniper.
No problem.
This is actually laid out there,
Yeah, the sniper is for people who are struggling
Yeah.
with entry, you know,
Yes.
to help you. But if you don't understand this, then
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I understood it. I understand it.
yeah. But practice first, because it's the practice of it that's going to help you get to the point where you're winning your trades consistently. You know, avoid some of the things because I've been down the pathway of doing some trades that I shouldn't do, by seeing some opportunities based on my previous training with order blocks and fair value gaps and, support resistance and all these other things that I learned before. And if you mix it with this, you could end up causing yourself unnecessary headache. Okay. So just let's stick, guys, to the basics first. There's some fill in the gap stuff. There's some dirty trades, that they're called dirty, meaning that they're not clean buy and sell trades like this one here is an opportunity for a buy, but it's not clean. But there are ways to pick it up and to be able to identify. And then there's some other things, that we'll cover. But man, it was great.
Can you go
chopping
through
it up
the
with you.
administration stuff one more time?
Sorry, someone is
Say
sewing.
that again. Say that again.
Can you just repeat the admin stuff, how you buy the system and
thank you, sir.
And so on one more time?
Okay, all right. So all right. Come here. All right. I recommend, right, that you start out as an affiliate. You pay $168, right? This includes the Forex education. So that way you have access to the back office. You could watch videos, you could join classes, you could ask the master traders questions, and you could gradually get better and better and better at trading, because we do need some training. So this covers that. And you pay $99 a month for that. Then the access to the trading technology, if you do not want to be an affiliate, nobody's forcing you to. You could join as a Forex student, pay $99 a month or $159. $99 a month is a very good package. It includes a full education access, some trade ideas by Telegram, access to live classes, and then you could add to it the add-on, which is the Xtreamfx Safety Trade product. So this is available at the bottom of the page. You can come here, and then you could just simply click Buy Now. Once you click Buy Now, it's going to ask you for the username of the person that invited you to join us. The username for this person was already put in, so C. Benjamin came up. But if, let me try to find a page without the username on it. All right, let's just go to here. So if we came here and click education, this doesn't have the username on it before. All right, so you click Buy Now, and it's going to take you to a page that will ask you to put in the username. So you get the username of the one who referred you to be here. Is that clear?
Yes.
Yeah, so once you click next, then you put in the details and you go ahead and make your payment. And the process of installing and getting the setup happens, so that you could have the technology. All right.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome, man. Thank you for being so kind and